I look a straight up wreck, but we're gonna go with it because it is the last day of the reading rush and I am freaking exhausted and I don't know why. So let's see. I don't have any montage clips for today because I haven't filmed anything for today. I woke up, I read in bed a little bit. I actually started a book that's not on my TBR, which is great considering I haven't read everything on my TBR, but I started The Mermaid Gets Her Voice Back in This One, I think is what it's called, by Amanda Lovelace. It's a book of poetry. It's the third in her, I believe, trilogy of poetry, and I have like 50 pages left until I'm done with this, so I'm gonna read this and I'm gonna count this for a book with a purple cover. I also discovered that Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn is Gillian Flynn's debut, so if I don't get to Moonglass, which it's increasingly looking like I won't, then I can still use it for that challenge. So that means all I have to do is finish Pride of Baghdad for non-human main character and Tales of Beetle the Bard for Read a Book in One Place, because guess what? Yeah, girl finished Sharp Objects today. So it's like 5 p.m. I took a 2-hour nap. I woke up early. I did wake up early, walked my dog, hung out, didn't do much. Like read, obviously. I read the rest of Sharp Objects. I read most of The Mermaid Saves Herself in this one. I did some stuff around the house, not too much though. Honestly, I don't know what happened, and all of a sudden I was tired and I laid down and I was gonna grab my book. I laid down because where Story Tales of Beetle the Bard was my bed, so I have to finish it here, and I ended up falling asleep for a few hours. So here we are. I do have to do the video challenge for today, and I do have to do the Instagram challenge for yesterday and today, and I know what the Instagram challenges are, but I don't even know what the video challenge is. So let me go grab my phone and we'll look at that.
Hello everybody, and welcome to day 7 of the reading rush. You made it. We're proud of you. Today's challenge is going to be a lot more laid back, a lot more relaxed. What is our challenge for today? We just want you to tell us a story about the best book recommendation you've ever received.
A book recommendation. Let's go with in kindergarten had a really horrible experience in school. I just did not like school in kindergarten. We'll just say that. And so when I was in 1st grade, didn't expect to like school still. And my teacher realized that it was because I was bored and not being challenged or stimulated enough. So she gave me books to read. She gave me book recommendations. And so some of the first things she recommended were the American Girl doll books. And I read so many of those. I loved those. I moved on to like the Boxcar Children and all kinds of stuff like that. I read random stuff. But that was really where the start of my reading blossomed, was my first, and then I had her for 2nd grade. My 1st and 2nd grade teacher recommending me books. Realizing that I could read. I wanted to read. I was excited about reading, but I just didn't know how to get into that, and giving me something to read, and that really started everything. I would not be reading books. I would obviously not be here doing this. I don't know who I would be without her. It would be different. So I also gained like a love of an appreciation of school from that teacher, which, I mean, before I obviously hated school when I was in kindergarten. So I mean, this is me being like melodramatic, like kindergarten, 1st grade. I don't know what would have happened if I had a different teacher. I'm sure I would have grown to love school because it's such a like integral part of my personality now that it seems unlikely that that it couldn't have been that. But I guess somewhere along the way, I mean, I guess it could have been something completely different, obviously. But she really got me there, fast-tracked it at the very least. So yeah, that's the book recommendation story we're gonna go with. Now I'm gonna take my Bookstagram photos, the one I skipped yesterday, and then today's is hard. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do for it. I don't particularly like it. It's like bring a book cover to life, but like, I don't know how. This looks gross, but it's so good. This is ground turkey Fiesta Bowl and obviously chips. And then I grabbed a cider. It's 9 p.m. on day 7 of the Reading Rush, and I have officially finished all of the challenges. I'm so excited. So let's turn on my computer and walk through this because that's fun. So I have read Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, which I gave a 2.5 stars. This met the criteria for read a book with 5 words or more in the title. Then I finished Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. This met the category of read a book you meant to read last year, read a author's debut, and read and watch an adaptation. And I watched the first 2 episodes of Sharp Objects of the HBO miniseries. Obviously I wasn't going to watch all 6 during the Reading Rush, but I will finish it after, so like this week. Then I read The Mermaid's Voice Returns in this one, which met the category of read a book with a purple cover. Then I finished Tales of Bael the Bard, which met the category of read a book all in one spot. And then I finished Pride of Baghdad, which met the category of read a book with a non-human main character. So I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books, but I met all the challenges because 1 met 3. Technically, I think multiple of these could have met multiple, so it's not just like Sharp Objects met 3. I mean, like almost all of these could have met the category of like you meant to read last year. So there's that. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied. I haven't added the pages for Pride of Baghdad to my reading goals. So let me do some quick math, and then we will tell you how many pages I read during the Reading Rush. Let's hope it's over 1,000, because I mean, the goal. I don't know how many pages Pride of Baghdad is, so I have to look it up first. I think it's like 136. I could be wrong. Goodreads, where are you? Do you know what's annoying is when you Google a title and then Goodreads is in the first link? That annoys me. 136 pages. So 136 is, I read 531 pages today. So really coming in at the end here, but I'll take it. So 531 for today and 5 books. Let's add Pride of Baghdad. You can't see what I'm doing, but I also did read a 5-star book, which isn't a challenge, but that was Pride of Baghdad. And I did not read 7 books. And I don't know if I read over 1,000 pages. We're gonna find out. If I didn't, I'm gonna be really sad, honestly. 1,063 pages, yeah. Most of them, half of them were today. So let's go hit the check mark so I can get that badge. Woohoo! So I would say this was a success only because I really did a lot, the most today, but we'll take it. And I'm so ready to sleep and also take this eye makeup off because it's tragic. It's still a mess from when I took a nap today. All right, that's exciting. 5 books, 1,063 pages, and completed all the challenges. I'm happy. This has been a fun Reading Rush / booktubeathon, and I hope you had fun, and I will see y'all in my next video, which honestly probably won't be until the weekend because your girl needs a break, and also it'll be wrap up in TBR time, so see you then.